come on the stage and say good morning? Good morning, good morning. It's Jody Fitzgerald here, and I thought today, in the dog's view, that I want to help you take a step in a dog's paws to actually be open to thinking about what a dog's experiencing and how they're feeling. And so today, I wanted to help you think about what it's like for a dog when they're taken from, whether the first example is a puppy. They're taken from a new place. They're with their mother and their puppies. It's all they've known. Very safe, very secure. Hopefully siblings, and you know, fed and got everything they need. And then suddenly one day, somebody comes and takes you to a new place, and it would be, I'm sure, equivalent in many ways to being kidnapped by aliens. I mean, it's totally, completely different beings that you're with to start with. And then you're taken into this vehicle, and that can be very noisy and kind of scary. Um, Many puppies can be resilient and kind of open and curious, and that's great. But especially if there's one already, even at that point, starting off being a little timid or scared, it can just from there, it can start to be a very overwhelming event. And so a new pup is taken into a home, and there's nothing the same. There's no other little siblings to run around and play with and to learn together with. And the puppy, you're very curious and you want to check everything out. And so it can seem very big. It can seem very all new objects. These walls and the floors and the furniture can all seem like brand new objects in their world and to their understanding. And we're speaking a totally different language. It's like having being a foreign exchange student. They're not going to understand or know what you're saying. No matter what has been done with them before you get them, you are someone new. You're going to be saying things differently and having different expectations, and how very foreign and confusing that could be to a dog, to a puppy, or any dog. And then you start, you put a leash on, and maybe, if just as just one example, suddenly put a leash on their neck and you're pulling them this way and that way, you know, not thinking about the fact that the dog has never been on one of these before and doesn't even understand what it means to be attached to you by this thing. And just it could be so confusing. I can't even imagine what a puppy, how confused and lost and alone a dog might feel, or a rescue dog. The dog's gone from home to home. Now it's suddenly somewhere new, and you're saying no, to not touch things, to not chew on things. Depending the age, some dogs chew because of their age or because of stress, anxiety. They have all this energy. They don't know what to do with it, and they want to explore. Dogs do explore things with their mouth. So now they might be hearing no all the time, and that can get very confusing. And you don't want them to lay somewhere, but they want to try and figure out and navigate this environment. And if we don't give them the support and the guidance and the understanding, it can create a lot of problems in dogs and behavior issues, because they can get very anxious and stressed, and they can become fearful if they're not helped and given the opportunity to and supported in the environments. They can become fearful. We need to help them, give them the room and the patience and the time and the understanding, to explore new environments, to experience new feelings, and help them to go through these feelings and experiences with support. We can give them, our mindset and our actions can have a huge impact on dogs. And when we really work at being calm with them and talking about the environment and giving them the opportunity to explore safely and with support, they're really open into learning, and they want to learn, and they want to be happy. They're just doing always the best they can to navigate. And I can't imagine what they go through. I do imagine, and I want to help others imagine and what they're going through and how we can help support them and guide them, because we put so much on them and expect so very much. And I really believe that they are trying, and that we can, when you understand more, when you learn more about why a dog is digging, or why a dog, what's going on with their chewing. There's so many reasons why a dog can be chewing. um, and and the same with, teaching them how to go to bathroom. I mean, they don't always know. Some dogs don't know that they can't go inside, and so if you get mad at them, it can really make it confusing. Whereas if you just take them and show them and encourage where they do want to do things, and what you would like to do, what you want to teach them, and take the time to teach it, they can learn so much better, and they're very receptive. The more empathetic and time you take to being open and stepping into the dog's paws, the more a dog will come to you and look to you for that guidance and that insistence. It's a guarantee. I've seen it. It's a most wonderful feeling when a dog is confused and you've given them the security and support they need, and then suddenly they'll start looking to you for that. It's amazing. And so that we want to help them. We want them. You want your dog, when something is going on that they're not sure about, you want them to come to you and seek your assistance and guidance, and they will. Hogan is, to this day, he once I started acknowledging whatever it was that he was all worried about, um, now he comes to me with things when he's worried. He'll actually comes running to save me, and I can tell on his face he'll be a little squeaky, and I'll be like, oh my God, something's going on. And if I go take the time to help him and talk to him a little bit about it, he's often very satisfied and not so upset and worried and stressed. And definitely there's fear behind that. So there's so much learning and great understanding, um, to learn with dogs and what they're going through. And when we really take a step back and take a look at the legs of the dog, the self, what the dog is going through, and it's just emotionally, and what their past life, it could be trauma. Sometimes they've had trauma, and they're, you've got the age and the development. You've got fear stages, and then if you had some trauma or stuff before that, taking a look at all that stuff that's happened to that dog, and then also taking a look at the environment and what we're expecting, and everything they've learned along the way. And then add the genetics to it, then you get to really start seeing the dog's truth, and you get to really understand what's going on for that dog, and how to help that dog. So I just think it's amazing work happening. Amazing that this is based on a science, applied ethology, and I love it. And it really can make a difference for dogs when you think about them and try and help them. I am the very happy that the Paws and Hearts Club has been doing really well and getting these conversations going and talking about how, the behaviors, and learning to understand why you see what you see, and learning the solutions and ways that can work to help the dog. There's amazing changes happening every day. So check out the Paws and Hearts Club. My limited offer for a lifetime membership is not going to be on for much longer. I will be taking that off, and otherwise, try it out. $47 a month if you want to try it for a month and find out. Let's talk about your dog and your situation and your concerns about dogs and dog behavior, and help to get you learning and understanding it a little better. And when we share it, we all can learn from this experience. And I find that every dog teaches me something new, something different. And it's an amazing experience to be growing and learning from dogs and with each other. So consider joining. Check out the Paws and Arts Club. I would love to have you join, and we can learn from your dog and your experiences, and how we can make things better and life better for you and dogs. Thanks for watching. Take a step into your dog's paws. I know they're waiting. I know dogs are waiting. They're waiting, and their lives are so short. So don't be waiting too long, because the next thing you know, your dog is older, and you've lost all those years and had a dog that's had all these problems for so many years. And for them, it's a very long time, and it's a very lonely world when a dog is having fears, anxieties, and unsure. We want them to be resilient. We want them to enjoy life. We want dogs to thrive. I want dogs to be dogs. So check out the Paws and Hearts Club, and I hope to see you there very soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Have a great day.